Hey guys, we're back to do more work with perimeter today. And I think we've got a pretty good review of area already done. So we're going to fast forward past that part and really focus on the perimeter aspect today and work on solving problems with perimeter. Let me bring up a whiteboard and get started. I'm going to show you sort of two different ways to do this. So I'm going to show you a way that you can just add, and I'm going to show you a way that you can use, in some cases, multiplication. Let's get started with a basic shape. We'll do we'll do a rectangle today first. And of course, you can find perimeter with shapes that have more than 4 sides. We've just so far focused on ones with 4. And I'll label my sides for you. Like I said yesterday, most often the sides, when you are starting with perimeter work, they'll give you the side lengths of all the sides. We'll do 7 inches. We'll do 4 inches. This might even be the same exact problem I gave you yesterday. And 4 inches, I believe it is. So here you'd start, and to find perimeter, again, perimeter is the distance around a figure or a space or a shape. Around a space or shape. We would start, maybe right here. And I'm going to then go in that direction and measure that. And then I'll get up to here and I'll measure down. And then from this corner, I'll measure back across. And then from this corner, I'll measure back up. And I'll make one complete trip around the shape. And I will add up all of my measurements here. So I have 7 plus 4 is 11. And then 7 plus 4 is 11. So I have 11 plus 11, which is 22 inches. And again, this is a one-dimensional measurement, which means it's not measured in square inches or anything. It's just measured in units. So in this case, my unit is inches, so I stick with that. Let's do another example. And in this case, we will have, I'll just kind of create a figure here. We'll get creative with our shape this time. So this is technically a pentagon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a 5-sided figure. And let's label some side lengths for you. So 2 yards. We'll say this is 6 yards, 5 yards. This one's also 5 yards. And this is 4 yards. And so the problem set that you're going to have today in Google Slides is going to look very similar to stuff like this, where they're going to give you all the measurements, and you're going to basically add them up and find the perimeter. So I will write over here P equals, and then I'll add them up. I'll start right here, and I'll go in that direction. So 2 plus 6 is 8. 8 plus 5 is 13. 13 plus 4 is 17. And 17 plus 5 is 22. Wow, that's weird. I did not plan for that to come out to be the same thing as the last problem. 22 yards. Again, it's not square yards. It's just measured in units. So 22 yards in this case. And we can have even stranger shapes when we measure perimeter. You can really measure the perimeter of any shape. Let's see. We could do that. Let's do a different color. Here we go. That. This. You're really crazy with your shapes here. Like, check this thing out. This is going to be cool. There we go. So this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7-sided figure. So it's a septagon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, it's a septagon. And let me put some measures on it. So we'll say that this is 10 inches. This is, let's make it feet this time, just to give you guys a different measurement to work with. Kellen, please stop. This is 12 feet. This is 4 feet. 6 feet. This is 7 feet. This is, we'll call this also 4 feet. And this is 4 feet. Okay. So now I pick a spot and I basically go around and I find the entire measurement. So I'm going to start here. I'm going to go in that direction, so clockwise. So 12 plus 4 is 16, plus 6 more is 22, plus 7 more is 29, plus 4 more is 33, plus 4 more is 37, plus 10 more is 47. So my perimeter is 47 feet. Now, I could also, Kellen, I need you to stop because I'm teaching. I could also do this a slightly different way. I could notice that I have 4, 4, and 4. So my first step could be, I could write it like this. I could do, let me do this in a different color up here, just to make it clear that I'm doing something different. I could do 3 groups of 4 feet. And then I could add that to 7 plus 6 plus 12 plus 10. So if you have measurements that are the same, you can group those together and do multiplication there rather than adding them, doing repeated addition. So that would turn into 12 plus 7 plus 6 plus 12 plus 10, which still works out to be 47. So that's just something that you can do that's slightly different. And let's do one last example. And this isn't something, I don't believe that you have to do on today's problem set, but it's something that you are definitely going to have to do in the future. So let's pull up a different color here. And I'll make another shape for you. 1, 2, 3. And again, we're going back to a pentagon here, 5-sided figure. And I'm going to draw 4 measurements on here. I'm going to say that I have 3 centimeters. I have 5 centimeters. I have, I'm going to leave this one blank. I don't know yet. I have 4, that looks like 5 as well. And we have 5 centimeters. Okay, and so I'm going to say that my total is, so I'm going to tell you this time that my perimeter is 24 centimeters. So I've given you the total, and I've given you 4 of the sides, and I'm missing 1 side. So now you have to problem solve. And the way I would do it is I would add up what I do know already, which is 3 groups of 5 plus 3 equals 18, because that's 15 plus 3 equals 18 centimeters. And I would then say, well, I know I have 18 already, and my total is 24. So if I do subtraction, I can find the difference. 24 centimeters minus 18 centimeters. And then I can cross that out, make this a 14. That works out to be 6 centimeters. So in here, that turns out to be 6 centimeters. That's not work that I'm expecting you to do today necessarily, but it is coming. So I want to give you a heads up because it is something that you're going to be asked to do in the future. In 3rd grade, not like in the future, like when you're in 7th grade, but this year you will have to do it. All right, so that's an overview of perimeter and how to solve problems involving perimeter. Not necessarily word problems yet, although we'll get there. but using different measures of side lengths to solve a total perimeter or find a missing length if you're given a total perimeter and some of the side lengths. Any questions? Like I always say, talk to me about it in Zoom or ask me to meet with you separately so we can go over it. You guys are doing a wonderful job. I know this is tough to be learning this from afar, but I'm always impressed by how well you're doing. Have a great day, guys.
Look, Daddy.